Hey folks, it's Weatherman Sam. It is November the 4th, and there's a chill through the air for sure. We got a couple nights of frost coming, so this is the last hurrah, and probably the last video for the season, I think. And today is also the day we get to see just how tall that tallest of the okra got. I know it's over 9 feet, but we'll get a final count of that and a final harvest of the okra and the tomatoes. Lots of little green tomatoes to be had. The peppers, there's plenty of peppers to pick, and I'll give some updates. Let's kind of round out the season. And there it is, folks. An even 10 foot. That is incredible. The view's nice from up here. I think this will be the first one we pick. We'll get a few of these others while we're up here too. Not every day I get to cut okra standing on a ladder. Still got a number of little ones down here. Good size. We'll get that guy. We'll get this guy. It's kind of covering in on itself, even though he's little. Anything to keep it from the frost, I suppose. It's just not worth the risk. See how many we end up with today. Good old lucky number 13. We made it in double digits here. November the 4th. This craziness. And since we're so close here, I think in addition to this, we'll go ahead and pick whatever bell peppers are left and take those in. Looks like we've still got a few. They're not huge, but good enough to use. That guy there. I see one there. I can't quite reach from this side. Some other little bitty ones. Good for a burger or something. These are those that I left to grow. I forgot about this limb. There's 4 or 5 little ones in the basket. Then we got some nicer guys here. Yeah, that's awesome. That'll help fill up the basket. Oh my goodness. Well, we ended up with 25, basically about this size. Some a little smaller. I got to pulling on some of the limbs, and they're brittle, they break this time of year, but that's okay. I just found way more than than what I thought, so that's awesome. 13 okra and 25 bell peppers for this first load in. Now for the banana peppers, we ought to have quite a nice little haul. I've been leaving these so they grow and get a little bit bigger, but they won't take the frost. So let's see how many we have of these. some of the littlest ones I'll just have to leave on. Some of the little guys like that, I don't guess I'll pick any of those that are bigger. Make sure a nice little handful. Well, we ended up with a good 27 of these. That's a good harvest for us. And a great last harvest. And now I'll see how many jalapenos we got. 51. These wonderful jalapenos. Next to our 27 banana peppers. Problem with this time of year, you start to lose daylight pretty quickly. Even as soon as I get home from work. But nonetheless, we're going to get in here and pick some of these habaneros, including that whopper that I showed a few videos back. Some of these are still a little green, but they'll ripen indoors pretty easily. Put them in a good sunny window. I've been so impressed with how big the habaneros got. I mean, probably 4 feet tall before they got too heavy and fell over. And the amount of fruit, the production we've had off of them has just been amazing to me. Such wonderful spicy little pumpkins. We've already picked 31. I'm going for the big kahuna here now that I've been waiting on picking. Well, 2 of them came off my hand at once. Perhaps equally big. But that guy, oh, he's huge. By far the biggest one I think we've had this season. Wonderful. Oh, I discovered a little hideaway for something here that's been coming in and munching whatever that was. Looks like a tomato maybe. And that's a jalapeno pepper. This was a little hideaway base of operations. Probably those rapids. Well, we ended up at 64. It's one of our biggest harvests ever. Oh, there's probably still twice that out here. Pull this up and show you. Look at all that green fruit still there. Tons of it and tons more blooms. It's just... It fell off. It's loaded with these guys. I wish I had time to pick it off, but I do not. Well, we got a few little cayenne left. Going off the whole vine here, the whole plant. Probably won't get too many of these guys today. But that's okay, it's been a good season for them too. Well, we only ended up with 10 of these guys today. And I can show you the culprit. Down here in the bottom, you can see all of those that are eaten. Somebody was having quite a little feast here. We'll make quick our little harvest here of the tomatoes. There won't be many of them to pick. We're almost done. We'll make us a good batch of fried green tomatoes out of these, I think. Maybe not that one. He's been munched on. It's the first cherry tomato I've ever eaten in my life. Okay, I like that. Don't know if you can see that, but my breath is frosting in the air. We're down into the 40s now. We had some low stratiform clouds, but you can see it's all moved out. It's going to be a beautiful night, full of stars. This morning will bring frost on these tomatoes. We've already got 16 or 17 and a few more left to go. We're gonna call this done. I got 27. A lot of these that are left are really too small to do anything with, or they've been eaten, munched on. We have one last thing to tend to here before dusk sets in. It's a good old Fatale pepper plant that my brother sent me. I'm gonna bring it indoors. It's got a number that arrived to the pick, half a dozen or so. But this is something for him that I told him I would do. This is the 7th hottest pepper in the world on the Scoville scale. It ranges between 120 and, what was it, 400,000 units. Pretty spicy. So, without further ado, here's me eating a Fatale pepper. Wipe it off first. Ooh. Just that little bit. Oh, that'll light you up. Oh man. Yeah, my eyes are already watering. Yeah, I'd say it had a little bit of a citrusy taste, but it is so hot. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Well, folks, until next year, keep digging, and as my wife would say, keep growing. It's been a fun year and a great adventure.